Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 10th of December. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have A2 Milk, Wesfarmers, Spirit Telecom, Wally's and Brambles. So if you have a request, send it through. If you're after my best ideas, make sure you have subscribed to the Dynamic Investor, which is my research report every Tuesday. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love to get some feedback from you, and we'd love for you to share them on social media. Remember, our core business at the end of the day is portfolio management. So if you want to work with me directly and get my best ideas in real time, then please give me a call. I can explain how all of that works. And of course, any advice here is general only. So starting off with the daily chart of A2 Milk. So if we're looking at sort of the short-term trend here, we can see that the prior low in June was broken. So that happened in September. So the short-term trend was broken and we saw a bit of a decline there in the share price. Now it looks like it is starting to slow down, and what I've noticed is on the daily RSI we've got some divergence. So in other words, the RSI is already heading higher as this is heading lower, so that's a positive. And also if I switch over to the weekly chart, we've got this trend line here which it's sort of short term, it's dipping under, but again, it seems to be slowing down right at that line. So, potentially we could be close to a bounce here in A2 Milk. So I guess it's worth keeping an eye on. Okay, Wesfarmers. So moving to the daily again. So obviously good performance off the March lows. Just in terms of the last few months though, it's lagged in terms of it's not too far above where it was in August, whereas the broader markets kicked on from that point. It's trying to clear that August peak, which is a positive. So we've got sort of a push above there. It's dipping under slightly every now and then. So it looks like it's trying to break out of this. Basically, if it can get above this, I think if it can just get above this little recent range here, and have a close up here, then I think that would lead to a further rally to higher levels. Okay, Spirit Telecom. So strong rally at the start, strong rally over sort of the last several months, and then naturally we're just seeing a consolidation of that rally. So the shares are effectively heading sideways after a strong move. So there's nothing wrong with that. Naturally, it's found resistance here at this September high. So it's tried to rally, it's come back, struggled to go anywhere. It's not getting sold off at a great rate of knots, which is a good thing, but so close to resistance. I think if you're looking for a buying opportunity, I think you basically need to wait for it to clear 45 and just get through all those sellers. And I think once it can do that, then you've potentially got another move on your hands. Okay, Wally's. So it's been doing pretty well. I mean, this is one that we've analysed in our research a few months ago. Quite liked it. I quite like the energy sector in general. But basically, the gap above that June peak was your buy signal, just like the rest of the market. Gapping above, moving above that obvious resistance was the buy signal. We saw a nice rally. So it's just cooling off here in the short term, so there's nothing wrong with that. We could see it slowing down. So basically, if we could continue to see this decline slow down and then you get a strong move up, that's your next buy signal. So look, definitely one to keep an eye on. Too early to get in case this continues to drift lower and lower, but overall, I think the picture still looks good for Wally. So with Brambles, start off with a weekly chart, so we could see, going back, say 5 years, it's just done nothing. It's been a poor performer, moving back to the daily, even in the last several months. It's just not really done anything, just really choppy. Choppy price action, just can't get confident on this one. And we can see, even if I zoom in a bit more, it's pretty obvious there's more red candles than white, which means it's closing on the lows most days. Even though it has bounced here, made a bit of progress, it just continues to close on the lows. So look, doesn't really inspire much confidence. I suppose if you can clear, this 1150 level, then that might bring in a bit of a rally. But I'd also just be wary that we're putting in a lower high. So you've got these highs. Let me draw it with one of these lines to show you. Basically, it's just putting in lower highs at the moment. So I'd just be very wary of that. Yeah, if it breaks, maybe it does something, but at the moment it's just putting in lower highs, which is a concern. So can't get too excited about this one. All right, that's all for today. So if you have requests, send it through. We get a lot of requests. I'll try to filter out the best ones, the ones from people that we haven't heard from for a while, and try to make it fair for everyone. But please keep sending them through, and we'll try to include it next Thursday for you.